Instagram fam. This is Kim Coles here. They can't hear me? Oh, they can hear me. Yeah, everybody can hear me. Hi, everybody. Kim Coles here. There's a lot of technology happening. What about Facebook Live? They can't see me. They can hear me though. All right, so here's what's happening. If you're on Facebook, you can just hear my voice and you know that I am here. If you are on Instagram, you can see me and you can hear me. Well, why don't we just go ahead and unlock and let the people see me here? Because, all right. May I? Yeah, you're gonna have to. Can you go that way? All right. There is all kinds of technology. Okay. Okay, here's the video. Hello, everybody. Kim Coles here. Oh, you can hear me? Great. I'm so glad that you're here. So, just so you know, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. And what's going on here? I like the pretty little video with the stars flowing down. Put that back up. They liked that. Hey everybody, good evening. What's going on? We are getting things together. Welcome. So some of you are here with me in the webinar experience. Some of you will be with me live on the Facebook, and then I've got Instagram happening at the same time. I'm not ignoring you. Okay, I am. So am I starting? Oh, wow, look at you coming in. You can see me now. You can hear me now. Very good. Good luck getting out that way. Good luck. So I have someone very special working behind the scenes. I actually have a whole team of people working behind the scenes. Some of them I refer to as Team Kim, and you'll see Team Kim here. Some of them I refer to them as Radiant Coaches, the Radiant Coaches, and you will meet them along this process. There's also the Radiant Tech team, behind the scenes, and that's Jenna and Donna and Katie and Luke and Sarah and the boss. And the boss means BOS, boyfriend of sweetness. One of my dear friends coined him as that, and that's exactly who he is. And so he's also helping me with the tech. So I just thought I'd come and warm you all up a little bit. It is now the top of the hour. You all are flowing in and growing in. We are going to have a fantastic time. How's everybody feeling? Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me where you're from as I take a sip of water. Instagram, listen, I'm not ignoring you, but there's a whole thing happening over here. And if you are not part of my beta, and anyone watching this, because I have this streaming to my Facebook Live, my Facebook page and a couple of other pages and my Instagram folks, you can go to manifestmemap.com, manifestmemap.com, and that's where all these people have come from. They have all signed up to be one of my very special guest students in a live course that I'm filming. Live. Did I say live? Obviously it's live because you're here with me right now. I'm filming a course live called the Manifest Me Map. And it is a 2-week experience that I'm doing at absolutely no cost at all. I'm just asking you for your participation, and I'm asking you for your feedback. And that's all you have to do. So just go to manifestmemap.com and you can be live with me here in the room. I see Brooklyn's in the house. You know, I'm from Brooklyn. What's up? Virginia Beach, Texas, Florida, Kansas. Oh my goodness, look at the comments. I love it. Thousands of people have said yes. 7,000 people so far, and I want you here with me. All right. Atlanta, GA. All right. Hello. Oh, you're so welcome. So we're going to do, it's going to be 6 sessions over the next 2 weeks of this. You know, I won't be able to see. Okay, you're good. Okay. And Instagram fam, you need to get in on this. Now, I know a lot of Instagram people don't like Facebook, but the Facebook group is where everything is happening. Just letting you know. Since Instagram is owned by Facebook, come on through. Manifestmemap.com. It's a live filming of a course that I'm doing for free that I will eventually sell for folks. I'll sell to the public, but not to y'all, because y'all said yes. Y'all signed up for the Manifest Me Map beta experience. All right. I don't want to make people wait because they are here. I will share screen. I see North Carolina here. I have family in North Carolina. I'm so glad y'all are here. This is so good. You have no idea. H-Town. How you doing, Brescia? All right. So I think I hit share. And I think I hit share slide. Hold, please. Right. Share slide. Share my screen. Share the screen. The boss is doing his thing. The boyfriend of sweetness. Ah, we have arrived. We have arrived. I just want to say for the record, uh, some of you know that I took this epic trip to Egypt. And part of the epic trip to Egypt, we had a photographer with us, Jessica Daniels, who may be here with us. I don't know. And she took these photos. So I had a chance to do a photo shoot in Egypt, and you all are getting a chance to see these photos right here. I had just walked out of the Great Pyramid that day. You know, you can climb inside the Great Pyramid, and then you got to climb back out again. And I got to tell you now that I was the last girl left in the pyramid that day because it took me a while to climb out. But what I got from that experience is what it took me to grow into, just like it took me time to climb out of the pyramid that day. It took me time to grow into the content that I'm going to be sharing with all of you tonight. um, I I don't claim that I have a perfect life, but I have a life of my own choosing, and I want to share with you the tips, the tools, the techniques, the secrets that I have, some of the secrets that I got in the Great Pyramid that I want to share with you all tonight. That's why I'm glowing in that photo, because I feel like I've really stepped fully into myself. And that's what I wish for all of you, is to live a life that is what I like to call the best version of you. And so session one is called, Oh, You Better Trust and Believe. I might be sassy during this process. I'm letting y'all know I may be sassy. Oh, you better trust and believe, because that's kind of what it takes. That's kind of the beginning of everything. I'm glad you can hear. Uh, uh, I'm glad you can hear clearly. Great, great, great. How did you get to this content? Life, my dear. Life brought me to this content, and let's take you with me now. I have a whole presentation. So let's start with housekeeping. All these webinar, webinar teaching classes, trainings like this, most usually start with some sort of housekeeping. If only I looked that cute when I did my housekeeping. Actually, I don't. I hire someone to do it for me because I can't. I can't look that cute. So the disclaimer that's there on the page is, number one, if you're saying yes to being a part of this experience, and I'm so glad that you did, that you are okay with me filming this and you being here with me. And if you get brought on camera to be with me, that you'll be okay with me coaching with you. Now, you should know that I'm going to create a safe space. I've already done the work to create a safe space. And we're all here together in a space of positivity and joy and radiant bliss and all the good things. But if you do decide to come on camera, it could get used as a later time, in a later time, when I decide to relaunch the course or possibly in my marketing. And so you have to be okay with that. And you have to also know that I'm your girl. That if you do come on live with me, I'm not here to embarrass or expose. It's all joy, and it's all possibilities, and it's all me sharing from my wealth of knowledge and joy and intuition to coach with you. So I won't be putting anybody on blast. We just don't do that. And those of you who know me, that's not what I do. So I just want to make sure you have that disclaimer, that if you do come on camera during this whole experience, which is lasting 2 weeks, that you're okay with that. And at this time, I want you to shut off all the distractions. You really take this time for you. This is a time for you. Those of you who said yes to the Manifest Me map.com beta test, me filming this with you, is that you're here for yourself. This is going to be a time of really self-care and full on self-love. So close the door if you need to, stop scrolling, close out all the other browsers. I'm here with you 100%, and I would like you to be with me here 100% too, because I've got so much to share with you, and I don't want you to miss a thing. Speaking of not missing a thing, replays. There will be replays. In fact, we're streaming live onto my Facebook page right now. And those of you who are here who are not yet in the group, just go to manifestmemap.com so you can really join and have the full experience. There will be replays. We're going to leave the replays up until July 2nd. I know we all have busy lives. I know when I take courses, I'm like, I don't know that I have all the time in the world to watch all of it live. So be here now and know that the replays will be available just until July 2nd. I'll be shutting it down at that time. So come and get all this goodness. There is a Facebook group, and there's thousands of you already in there. The crowd goes wild. I see you in there. I see your beautiful faces. I'm feeling your energy. So if you haven't joined the group yet, please do. And Team Kim or the Radiant Coaches or the Radiant Tech crew or perhaps the boyfriend of sweetness, the boss, will let you in because we want you to have that experience because that's where all the fun is. Here, right here is where we will be. I call this the schoolhouse, but Facebook is the playhouse, the playground. So make sure that you join that as well. This is going to be an interactive and experiential experience. I will be coming and looking at the chat every once in a while to see how you're doing, to see what you're thinking. I'll be asking you some questions. Hopefully you've downloaded. Somebody, Nicole said, yeah, come get these goodies. Yes. Yeah, I want you to, this is experiential. This is not just me talking at you. I'm going to be asking questions, checking out the chat. Yes, you can invite people into the Facebook group. We'll let them in, or just send them the link to manifestmemap.com. That way they get to have their own experience because we have emails that we send out that remind you. There's also a contest, and they won't be eligible unless, they're in the full experience. I'll talk to you about that in just a bit. Oh, yes, I'm getting there. Now, participate full out. I think I already said that. Close out your distractions and really show up fully for you. We're going to do a grounding exercise in just a moment to make sure that we're all here. There is a workbook, and we worked real hard to make it real pretty. I want you to download the workbook and play along with me. Go along with me. The questions are there for you to be able to journal and record your feelings. You can absolutely bring your own notebook to the experience, but I want you to have your workbook as well. So in the Facebook group, there's a link to download it 3 or 4 different ways. There's a PDF. There's a PDF inside of what do you call it, Dropbox, and there's also a way to upload it inside of Canva, I think, so that you can actually. Well, you'll see there's something that we're doing at the end of the week that you're going to want to do it in Canva. We'll get there. We'll get there. So the workbook is there for you, and it's part of the experience. I want you to have all of it. Whoo! I think I already talked about Team Kim. There's Team Kim, there's the Radiant Coaches, and there's the Radiant Tech team. If you have any questions or concerns, just ask because they're all watching. There's some of us here on the webinar. There's some of us in both of the Facebook groups, and there's some of us here live with us in the house where we're doing it. So we're all watching and we're all here for you. Like I said, Instagram, y'all might want to come on and join this, manifestmemap.com. And I want to let you know that through this process, I'm going to take a sip of water. Hold, please. Let me slow down. I have big plans for you. I created this because this is something I wanted a few years ago. If somebody had created this experience for me, then I might have been able to shorten the distance between striving and thriving. And I want you to know that that's actually what this is really all about. This is about your girl, Kim Coles, wanting you to shorten the distance between striving and thriving by saying, here's what I know. Here's what I've learned. Here, take this. Enjoy this. Let's go on this journey together. And I want to be 100% transparent and say that. So the next 2 weeks is me just serving you from what I've learned, what I know, what I've experienced, what I've lived. Listen, I've been on the earth 59 and a half years. I better had learned something. And I'm at the season in my life where it's my time to share. One of my favorite t-shirts is a t-shirt that says, teach everything you know. Teach everything you know. That's the season that I'm in right now of sharing all that I have. And at the end of this experience, I'm going to invite you to a year-long journey with me. And that will be a paid experience. But I want to be transparent that for now, this is all me serving you, all free. Put your wallets away. And in a few days, I'll share with you what the year-long experience. And this is a chance for you to get a taste of what it would be like to work with me and play with me, and then decide later on if you'd like to really jump in all the way where we take a full year-long journey to step into the best versions of ourselves together, because that's the way I roll. Okay. Somebody said, yes, yes, yes. Thank you. You're 59 and a half. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Let me forward my slides. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to get present for just a moment, and we're going to just take some deep breaths and arrive. I have a coach who talks about arriving, that you have to arrive to the experience that you want. And I don't mean just arriving like I've arrived at the party, darling. Darling, I am here. I mean, you got to get here and you got to get here. I'm pointing to my heart if you can still see me. So let's take a few deep breaths together, just 3 deep breaths. And I want you to breathe in and release. Release everything that happened today, the traffic, the coworkers, the Zoom calls you were on. Oh, you're allowed to breathe again. Breathe in and just let go any preconceived notion of what you think this is going to be. Um, what's going to happen here? You're just going to be present with me right now. Let's take another deep breath and really drop into your heart. And I know that you know how to do this. We sometimes forget because we stay all up in our heads because we're all real smart. And we are. But a lot of the intelligence is really in your heart. And a whole lot more intelligence is in your gut. So I just want you to trust your intuition and trust your heart tonight that I got you, that we're going to go through this beautiful experience together. And just be open to all the openings that could happen, all the possibilities. I keep forgetting to tell you to breathe, but I hope you are. So take one last breath with me. This is a time for you to pour into you and allow me to pour into you. If no one else pours into you today, let this beautiful waterfall and me pour into you today. All right. And thank you for being here. That's the first thing I'll say. Together, during this process, during this 2-week experience, we are going to we're going to create and activate what I like to call a manifest me map. And you know that it's not just me, it's you too. It's the manifest you map, manifest you. It's really a treasure map, a way to get all the things that you want in life. I'm going to say this now, and I'll probably say it 100 times during this process, that everything in life that you want wants you back. And if you don't believe me, let me rephrase it. What if, just like, let's just dream into the possibility that what if everything you want in life wants you back? Wants you back. You know, I want you to think about what matters to you most, what you think you want, what you already have, and what you think you want. And by the way, put this in the chat and put this on the workbook. Put this in the chat and put this in the workbook. Paula Gray said, yes, a treasure map. Is it freezing? It keeps freezing. Try refreshing your browser. I am actually in Chrome, and I don't know if you were talking to me or talking to somebody here. Hopefully it works. There you go. Peace matters. Peace of mind. Listen, during this crazy pandemic time, the one thing I did, I protected my peace. If I did nothing else, I protected my peace. Happiness. What does happiness look like to you? Really think about that. Drop into it. We have time together to really lock into it. But peace and happiness and my kids and perfect health, family. I see a lot of peace. Time matters. Time does matter. The time is now. Your family, abundance. Absolutely. Oh, I see 36 more messages I haven't even seen yet. Hold on. Peace, family, happiness. Summers wants to be the best example for her children in spite of her mistakes. You know what I'm going to say to you, Summer? They may not be mistakes. They may just be lessons. What? They're not mistakes. Then now you know how not to do it. What? Get ready. The training has begun. Yes, as a woman, want to rediscover your sensuality. Yes, joy and peace, prosperity. Oh, we're all in the right place. This is what matters to you. That's awesome. That's awesome. I pulled some pictures. Let me see if I can get that to you. This is a vision board. How many of you like vision boards, by the way? You like vision boards? Anybody here ever built? I see Verna. Hey, Verna, how are you? Beautiful waterfall. Yes. All the things that you want you. Look at all these gorgeous pictures, all these things, the joy, the entrepreneurial mindset, I'll forward to this next slide here. Let's see if I can get this to happen. Yeah, it's going. The big vision for your life, you know, family, living and learning, being a boss. right? Stepping into your health and your best body and your family thriving. Anyone here who has a family, you want your family to thrive too. Well, it all starts with you. Somebody says a new position at work. Yes, peace and family and how you feel matters. Ooh, I like that. Your future matters. It really does. And what we're doing today is we're actually breathing into our future now. We're actually pouring into our future. There's actually no way that that future won't happen if you activate it now, right? Very good. So I'm going to ask you, from all those things that you say that you want, and all those things you feel that you want, and all those things that you're dreaming about, I'll ask you this: what's holding you back? Mm. And you can put this in the chat or put this in the workbook, because some of you may not want to share it publicly, and that's okay too. Any way that you decide to go through this experience, and I want to say that to you, any way you decide to go through this is absolutely right for you. So you may go like, I don't want to put my stuff in the chat. Don't put it in your workbook, because that belongs to you. I don't want to put this on Facebook. Don't put it in your own personal journal. I don't care how you do it. I just want you here and participating and enjoying the experience. So what do you think holds you back from having those things that you want? Right? I see that people do like the vision boards. We're going to make our version of a vision board. You see, fear and telling yourself an old story. Ooh, not knowing how. The imposter syndrome. By the way, I'm going to raise my hand on all these, because I bet you I have all of these. I bet you I'm just like you. Yeah, not knowing how. The imposter syndrome. Yep. Fear of success. Been there. And I want you all to be looking in the chat and reading and looking on all the places where we are right now, and see that you're not alone. Fear. Me. Somebody said me. You stop you. My ego. Tiffany, you done said a word. It's really the ego that stops us. It's true. Fear. What's stopping you? Self-doubt. Fear of failure. We can turn that around. We can absolutely turn the fear of failure. I should keep my hand up, because all these, I recognize all these. I recognize myself. We are the same. Yeah. Yeah. Built fear of disorganization. I understand that. You should have seen the time I took to, you see that bookshelf? I'm always going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be transparent with you. That messy bookshelf was even messier before we began. Disorganization. I don't have time to clean up a bookshelf. I'm busy doing things. But when you know, clean up your mind and clean up your space, all kinds of amazing things have space to come in. Disorganization, fear, okay, lack of faith. All right, you're in the right place. Not feeling worthy, you're in the right place. We're going to switch all that today. We're going to switch all that starting today. Let me get to my next slide. So, what I'd like to do is I'd like to share a little story with you. It's actually a little herstory. Get it? Not history. Herstory. Get get. Am I allowed to be corny? Am I allowed to be corny? I hope I'm allowed to be corny. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to share a little bit about my history, herstory. So many years ago, I um, I dropped in and out of college like 1,000 times. It was okay. It was really like two or three. I'm about 20 years old, and I one of the times I dropped out of school, it was in North Carolina. I went to NCCU for one season. Hello Eagles, one season. I mean, one semester. And there I was, like just confused and not sure what I wanted to do. And so I moved back to New York, and I got a job, and I started modeling part time. This is the time when plus size modeling was the big thing. No pun intended. Full figured modeling is what they used to call it. And I know y'all know this. I did a lot of those, what they call those church basement fashion shows. Y'all know those church basement fashion shows. You've either attended them or you've walked in them. The fashion shows with no fashion. Where the designer says, "Can you bring some clothes, Kim? Bring your clothes. You're gonna walk in my fashion show." That's not a fashion show. That's me wearing the stuff that's in my closet. But we thought we were hot stuff. This is the 80s. We had our little big shoulder pads and our neon makeup, and I fancied myself a little part-time fashion model. I mean, I wasn't getting paid to do it. It was a church basement fashion show. There is no money. There's only, being cute. And so, because I thought, well, it might be fun to take this to the next level, I used to read a magazine called BBW. And I'm going to pull up a slide of one of the covers in just a second. BBW stands for Big Beautiful Woman. And Big Beautiful Woman decided to have a beauty pageant. A beauty pageant for, as they call here, the large sized woman or the full figured woman. And I don't know, put in the chat if any of you are old enough to remember the the BBW magazine. It really was beautifully shot, and you can see she's got on her, her little makeup from the 80s, her little look, her little blown hair, which is probably back because that's how fashion goes. So I entered my photo. I took a photo and I sent it in and entered myself into the BBW pageant because I said, well, at least I could walk the stage because I know how to walk in a fashion show. I'm like, it's a pageant, same thing, right? I sent in my picture and they sent back a note or a letter because this is before the interwebs, or they called me or whatever it was and said, Kim Coles, at the time I was Kimberly Coles, you are in. Like, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I'm going to be in the BBW pageant. Oh yes, I'm going to walk and I'm going to do my thing because I didn't know what else I wanted to do, but this was good enough. And then they called back like about 2 weeks before the pageant was to begin. They said, oh, by the way, we've decided to add like all the things that go in a regular pageant. There's going to be an interview question. There's going to be a bathing suit, competition. There's also going to walk in the bathing suit. There's going to be a talent competition. And I was like, say what now? Talent? I don't have any talent. Walk in a bathing suit. I'm knock-kneed. What do you mean I'm going to do all these things? I can't do these things. I can't be these things. I can't do any of these things. Who am I to? I know what you're going to do. You want me to do it? Yeah, okay. Hold, please. I think someone wants to take me off of this and on to stopping the share, maybe? Share my screen, maybe? No, just say it because we're all family here. Okay. The boyfriend of sweetness, also known as Team Tech Team Kim, wants me all full screen with you. So here I am. Welcome. Okay, so they have called me now and said, okay, there's going to be all these things. And I start to freak out. Number one, I don't have any talent. I'm like 20 years old and I'm confused. I don't know what I'm going to do. Number three, what do you mean walk across the stage in a bathing suit? I'm really knock-kneed and everybody's going to see how knock-kneed I am. And I don't think I know how to do this in the interview section. I mean, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I mean, all those girls that, they're in pageant, they're probably going to be more sophisticated than me and they know who they are and what they, what they're doing. And I don't know. I just wanted to be, I don't know. I just sent in my picture. I didn't know this was going to happen. And what, I don't, what the entire, what? I got in my head. I got in my own head about how awful this was going to be. I need to share again. Hang on just a second. Share my screen, share the slides. There we go. Oh, no. Yes. This is what happens when we go off. Hold on just a second. I need to be able to share that. No, share. Yeah. Hold on just a second, everybody. We'll be right with you. Share your screen. There we go. And we're back. Ding. There's the BBW. Well, I'm going to share a slide with you that shares what happened next. Or a little piece of what happened next. So there I am. I'm like 20. And there I am thinking I'm hot stuff. And there I am in Atlantic City and taking photographs. And I'm still freaking out because I didn't want to, here's the thing. I knew in my soul that I didn't want to chicken out. I was like, I don't know what else I'm going to do. They were like, they called and said, oh, you're going to be just fine. I called them and said, look, I don't know what to do. They said, oh, you'll be fine. You'll figure it out. So I got on the bus and went to Atlantic City from Brooklyn. And here I am in Atlantic City. And in fact, that photograph ended up in BBW magazine because they took photographs of all the contestants. And there I am walking the stage in my very shiny disco outfit, which, by the way, that style has come in and gone out 450 times since that time. I stayed in the pageant, but I really want you to hear what I went through, all the questions I had of myself. Could you relate to that? Have you ever felt that way? And I looked at your comments before, and I'm going to come back. Like, have you ever been really, really close to something and then you talk yourself out of it because of the fear, because of the imposter syndrome, because of all those things that you said that you put there before? Like, have you ever been offered something or an opportunity presents itself and you go, I can't do that. I don't know how I'm going to do that. How am I going to, I don't know what? Tell me if you can relate to this. If this it may not have been the BBW pageant for you, but maybe there was something in your life that you wanted and it presented itself to you and you're like, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not any of the things. Oh my God, there's 1900 messages I have to scroll through and see. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Many times. Most definitely. It's like, I don't believe I can do this. How am I going to make this happen? Who am I to do this? All that self doubt, all that energy, all that, all that. And I just want to just give you like a little hint of something, a little hint of some definitions of things. We believe, right? We have these beliefs that we can or can't or should or shouldn't. And let me just give you the definition of belief because we're going to frame this. I want to give you some context. A belief is just a thought that you think so many times over that you eventually hold it to be true. It's something that you've been practicing for a long time, and it always feels like the most familiar path to take. What I'm saying to you here is that beliefs are not necessarily the truth. And that may shake some of you a little bit because you have things that you believe in and, experiences that you believe in, and you have your faith that you believe in, and your religion that you believe in, and things about the community, and things about race, and things about your sex, and things that you believe. But it may or may not really be the truth. It's just a thought that you think over and over and over again. And many times our beliefs are shaped by society, by our parents, by the elders in our lives. You're taught something when you're little and you're like, I don't even know what that is, but I got to believe it because mommy told me to. I'm not trying to shake anything up, but I just want you to know the belief really is just a thought that you think over and over and over again. I'm not putting any judgment on it. But what there is that we have to really look at, really, really, with a really strong lens, with super strong glasses, with some Coke bottle glasses, with magnifying glasses, is our limiting beliefs. That list that I went through, I can't do it. I might be too. I might be too fat for the contest. I'm knock-kneed. I can't wear a bathing suit. I'm young and I don't know what I want to do. When they ask me for my interview section and ask me how I'm going to save the world, remember when pageants did that? How are you going to save the world? I don't know. I can barely save myself, sir or ma'am. We have these limiting beliefs, the beliefs that limit what you believe is possible for yourself and what you will allow in your life. So I want you to think and go to the workbook. There's a space there for you, or go in your own notebook, or go into your own heart. And what beliefs do you have that keep you safe? Like something that you see over there, but I can't do that. Oh no, not me. They won't pick me. Oh no. Or what were you told that you couldn't or shouldn't do because you were too this or not enough this, right? You know, what are you subconsciously committed to being right about? Oh, that's a huge one. I'm going to raise my hand on that one. I need to be right all the time. But it's a limiting belief because what if someone else's idea is better than mine? What if? That's a possibility, right? Are there beliefs that your family had, or that your family friends, or that your aunties and uncles had that you now had to take on for yourself? Well, I might as well believe that because I don't know what else is true, right? I'm going to give you some examples of limiting beliefs and feel free to put them in the chat. There's never enough. Money is the root of all evil. So not true. The phrase, did you know this? That I think the quote really is, the love of money is the root of all evil. That means you love it more than you love anything else. It's not evil, it's a tool. It's the way you're going to leave your legacy. You need to have money. I want you to have lots and lots of money because I know the kind of people who are here. With the money that you have, you're going to do good things with it. Please earn all the money. Money doesn't grow on trees, which is actually not true either. Listen, I have this lemon tree that during this experience, I want to take you all outside and show you my lemon tree. It is an abundant lemon tree. Like it grows and grows and grows, and the lemons are big as my head. And they drop in the middle of the night and they wake me up and I go, there go my lemon bombs. So if I wanted to sell those lemons, I won't, but I could sell organic lemons from the backyard of Kim Coles. You think that the money wouldn't grow, wouldn't make my money? You think I wouldn't make some money with my organic love bomb lemon bombs off my trees? Absolutely, money grows on trees. It's wealth and abundance everywhere. I'll never find love. I'm not worthy of being loved. I always get hurt. I can't make things happen. I don't deserve a better life. What? Who started that one? Things just don't work out for me. Oh well, things just don't work out for me. What? So not true. I've lived on the earth 59 and a half years. I'm telling y'all, this is all poppycock. It's poppycock. It's all my parents' fault. It's all my parents' fault. Yeah, your parents did what they did or didn't do what they didn't do. And you know what? You have the choice now. Your past is your past. And we're going to talk about that in session 2. I can't wait to get a hold of you for that. Get a hold of the content that I'm going to share with you for that one. That's the past. What are you going to do with it now? Who are you now? What choices can you make? I want you to write down what some of your limiting beliefs are. Share them with me. Let me read a few. The comments are going rich here. Yeah, one of my main limiting beliefs is I can't make things happen that are great, can never lose weight. None of those things ever work out for me. Yeah. Um, I'm going to say right now, I'll give you a little hint. Well, I'll save it. Save it. Stay with me. Stay with me. What are limiting beliefs in the end? In the final analysis, if you really think about it, and I will come back and read your comments because I can't keep up because you all are so active. You're doing exactly what I wanted you to do. You're leaving your comments and you're being so open and transparent. And I'm so grateful for all of you. But I want to tell you something about it. Guess what? Guess what? They are not real. Limiting beliefs, those beliefs are really not real. I want you to take a good look at these photos I've chosen here for you. That's a set of fake pearls and some fake lashes, which I'm not mad. I'm wearing some fake lashes tonight. I'm not mad. Look at those nails, though. What if your limiting beliefs were just as believable as those platypus looking nails? Did you see those nails? They look like platypus bills. Whoever did that to that person, I'm so sorry. Or it's monopoly money. It's fake. They're just that fake. Limiting beliefs will rob you of keeping you from taking the risk that you need to take to step outside of your comfort zone. And that's where the good stuff happens, you ladies and gentlemen. There's this phrase that I heard before. People believe what they want to believe. It's something that my mother used to say, and I've seen this quote before too. We don't get what we want in life. We get what we believe. So I'll ask you that question. How's that working out for you? Believing that you can't have what you want, thinking that you aren't good enough, or that you're too much, or that women always walk out of my life, or men always cheat. Like, how is that working out for you? You actually become, you become, we are magical manifestors, and we're going to talk about that throughout this whole process. You actually become what you believe. That's the bottom line, the foundation of manifestation. You believe it, it's going to show up that way. We're going to talk more about that too. I'm not trying to depress you, but I want you to know that these beliefs are keeping you in your comfort zone. And I want you to put in the chat or on the workbook or in your heart or in the comments on the Instagram, what would your life look like if you stepped all the way out of your comfort zone? If you stepped all the way out of your comfort zone, what do you think your life would look like? Would it look like all those things you said a few minutes ago that you really wanted? Peace and happiness and health and a family that's thriving, and to start businesses and to grow your business, and a home that is, a beautiful home, and all the things that you want, all the material things and all the heart-based things. What would your life look like if you could step all the way out of your comfort zone? I'm going to tell you that the comfort zone is actually there for a reason. It's there to keep you safe, and we're going to bless it. One of my favorite coaches, I learned this lesson not too long ago, that it's actually there to protect you. Like, you don't think, listen, things happen in our lives, and sometimes trauma and drama happens in our lives, and you survive it. You come through it okay. And everything that is in you says, you know what? She came through that okay, everyone. Don't send her anything else worse than this that seems like a challenge that's going to push her past her comfort zone. Why am I talking like that? Everyone on deck. She got through this. We don't know if she's going to get through the next thing. So stop her. If she has any bright ideas, if he has any bright ideas of being better than he thinks he is, we know that's going to be risky, and we don't know if that's a risk he can afford to take. It might hurt. He might hurt himself. She might miss the mark. So don't just stop. I'm gonna get hurt again. Stop. They're probably not gonna give me the promotion. Stop. I can't ever lose weight. It's actually kind of not your fault. It's like all built in. And we can push past it with something that I'm going to share with you tonight. Tonight, we're going to push past it because some of it's really not your fault. Some of it's conditioning and some of it's life. And some of it's like you had an experience and it was like, okay, that's it. I won't pass the next test. I may not make it. So don't give me anything else worse than this or anything more challenging than this because I don't know if I'm going to make it. The truth is we're built to be challenged. We're built to push through. We get better with that. Everything you really want is on the other side of your comfort zone. And this is how you get there. It's the A&A. The A&A way to live your life. What you do is you quiet the voice and you acknowledge it and act anyway. Yeah, I know that might be tough. Yeah, I know the last boyfriend, he hurt me, but maybe the next one, maybe he won't. Maybe there's something I need to change within me and not date that kind of guy. You know, all the girls, they lied to me, but next time I'm going to vet my women a little bit better so they don't. Whatever it is. I have a difficult time losing weight. I acknowledge that. It's usually tough for me, but I'm going to act differently this time. This time I'm not going to bring any potato chips in the house. Oh, by the way, that's mine. Everyone, that's mine. I'm going to act differently. I'm going to act anyway. I'm going to acknowledge that I've failed in the past, but I'm going to act and do something a little bit different. You're going to practice new empowering thoughts. You're going to interrupt the cycle. I acknowledge you. I see you. And we're going to do things a little bit different. I'm in control. Is this making sense? Let me check the comments. Somebody said amazing. You're going to acknowledge and act anyway. Yes. Yes, you will have a successful wellness center once you step completely out of your comfort zone. We're going to activate that affirmation for you. Absolutely. I believe you. Just like I said before, like we believe what we want to believe. I want to believe all the good things are going to happen for you. Why not you? Let me tell you something. And the boyfriend of sweetness always laughs at me whenever I go, let me tell you something. Why not you? You're the perfect person for the job. You are the perfect person to have all the good things that you say that you want. Remember when I started this, I said that everything you want wants you back. All the desires of your heart want you back. You know, you've heard that before. Like if the mind can receive it, then you can achieve it. No, if the mind can if the mind can conceive it, you can achieve it. What? It would not be placed in you if you weren't the one to do it. You absolutely will have a wellness center that will change your entire community. You absolutely will build that business bigger and stronger. You absolutely will have a daycare center for children that will be amazing. You absolutely will build your multi-level marketing business to be the top of the top. Why not you? You absolutely will step out and become the speaker that inspires them all. Why not you? You'll not only write one book, you'll write 17 books if you want to. I'm on book number 4. I'm going to get there with you. Believe it and achieve it. And this is how you do it. You acknowledge it and act anyway. Because here's the deal. All we do is win. DJ Khaled. Another one. What is it? We the best music. We the best music. That's not even a real sentence. But he has made a whole empire. We the best music. Another one. I'm telling you, that's your life. You can live your life as if everything that happens is another one. You know how all these producers, they come on, Dark Child, they come on and big up themselves. This should be you. All we do is win. And this is how you do it. It's called the reframe. We're going to look at things from a different perspective. We're going to look at things with fresh eyes. We're going to ask ourselves better questions. And I believe these questions are on your workbook. Let me just open up the workbook and make sure that we're on the same page. Yes. What would your life be like if you no longer had those? Yes, we're going to do a reframe on everything. There's also another phrase I say, and those of you who've been in my world and some of my amazing radiant coaches who are here, or some of my wonderful clients. Everything that has happened to you has happened for you. That's an example of a reframe. Everything that has happened to you, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the yummy and the yucky, has happened for you to heal, learn from, understand, step into, and then figure out the next way to do it better or to do it again, and then to teach other people how to do it. That's the place I'm in right now. And you can do this too. And what I meant when I said that you can reframe this and you can turn this around and have a fresh perspective is I want to let you know that you get two things always out of every experience. You either get confidence, you either get the confidence, I did it. I won. Oh, this time it worked out. Oh, I got that promotion. I got more money than I thought I was going to get. Those lashes look amazing. I'm so glad I bought those. Confidence. Oh my goodness, the car that I bought, oh, it just feels so good when I sit inside of it. Confidence. You get the confidence. Or, or I actually say, and or you get competence, which is the lesson. You learn what not to do. That's what I said to the young lady, and I forget your name. Forgive me. You said, "Oh, the mistakes. I want my kids to learn from, to not see the mistakes I've made. Not nary anything that's ever happened in your life is actually a mistake. It's a lesson. Now you know how not to do it. Now you can explore doing it another way. It was just an experiment." You've all heard this before, that Thomas Edison like invented or created like 1,000 versions of the light bulb, like literally 1,000, and either the 999th or the 1,000th and first. He was like, now, and they asked him, well, like, oh my goodness, you failed 999 times. He says, yeah, and I figured out what not to do, and now I know what to do. Oh, I've had 999 ways not to do it. Now I know what to do. Same for you in your life. Everything that has happened to you has happened for you. So either you get, like I said, the confidence, all I do is win, we the best music, or you get the lesson. Ooh, I know what not to do next time. I know I'm going to choose my mate differently. I'm going to tell you, I'm living this life right now. I'm living this life. I tease him and call him the boyfriend of sweetness. When I tell you, I changed all kinds of things up in here so I could radiate who I wanted to be to attract the type of man I wanted. It wasn't even none of their faults. I got a whole bunch of nice boyfriends and a whole bunch of not so nice boyfriends, and I was the one attracting them. In the end, I was the common denominator. That's what we do. We blame. When you point the finger, three fingers point back at you. I'm not saying blame or shame. I'm saying responsibility. That's my lesson. Got it. When you finally get it and you move past that comfort zone, oh my goodness, all kinds of amazing things are on the other side for you. This is actually the formula for making it happen. I like to listen. I'm the daughter of a teacher. I'm the daughter of a teacher, and you reflect on everything that has happened. You have respect and honor it. Like, don't beat yourself up for any of it. You remember those moments where you did figure it out and you did get it right and everything worked out as it should. All of it worked out the way the universe had for you. And I always use interchangeably, and you'll hear me doing this training over this next 2 weeks. And by the way, Instagram, don't forget, go to manifestmemap.com if you want to get in on the whole experience, because I got slides you can't even see. They're beautiful. The way it works, I refer to God, the universe, source, creator, higher power, spirit, all the names of God, all the names of the universe. I really think that when you remember your greatness and remember the times that things worked out well for you, the times that you showed up and you glowed up, it becomes the reframe, because you go, I can do this. I don't have to have a limiting belief. I can have the belief, the trust, and the knowing, the faith that I can make this happen. By the way, I didn't finish my story. I didn't tell you what happened as a result of that pageant. As you know, because I showed you the picture, yes, I went and I walked on that stage with my knock knees and my size 16 uh, bathing suit. For the talent competition, I did all that I know how to do. The only thing I know how to do, I don't sing or dance, or I didn't have any of what we call the traditional beauty pageant talents, right? I don't know how to play a piano concerto. I had quit piano years before. I don't know how to sing or tap dance. And so what I did was I made up a comedy routine about beauty pageants. What? Yeah. I thought to myself, you know what? This is probably going to be an audience full of beautiful, fluffy girls. And if I make fun of all the other beauty pageants with all the other skinny girls who think they're so perfect, maybe at least I'll get a few laughs. I had been really funny in high school, and that had gotten me through and had gotten me really popular. And I was like, make a routine about how stupid beauty pageants are, which could be risky. It was me stepping out of my comfort zone. I did that. And I'll tell you this piece at the end of my routine, what the audience didn't know, and I'll tell you, is I really do know how to twirl a baton. I made up a routine. I said a whole funny thing about how do those girls twirl a baton and say they want to be Miss America. Well, I then said, hit it, fellas. And to the tune of Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller. I know who wants to take me off of screen and take me full throttle. Hold on. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Hold on. Where do I stop sharing? Where do I stop the share? I got it. I got it. Michael Jackson's Thriller. Boom. I hit it. I ripped off my dress, and underneath I was wearing a sequined outfit just like the baton twirlers that I saw on TV. And when I tell you that I won first runner up that night on the BBW pageant stage, not 2 weeks before I had said, I don't know how I'm going to do this. What am I going to do? How am I going to make it? I don't belong here. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, wait a minute, Kim, you won first runner up. That's not the queen. You didn't win the crown. What I won was comedy. What I won was my life. Standing on that stage, and to this day, I can still feel it as I'm telling you the story. I have a visceral remembering of the waves of love of the audience clapping and laughing at this goofy girl from Brooklyn on stage twirling a baton to the tune of Thriller. And I remember going, that's it. That's what I need to do. I was ready to leave after that. When they crowned me first runner up, I was like, thanks. I don't even need that. I got it now. I got it now. Remember, I told you, you're going to win either way. I either won the confidence, and that night I won the confidence, and I won the lesson that every time I show up and just do me, I'm going to win. I'm going to be just fine. Or if nothing else, I'm at least going to have the confidence that I showed up and did just me. I don't have to worry about being fake or fraud or worrying about what other people think. I just showed up and did myself because I could walk home. Actually, I didn't walk home. I took the bus home from Atlantic City back to Brooklyn. I took the bus home feeling like I just showed up and did what I know how to do. That's all I knew how to do. And that was enough to win who you see before you to this day. That night is the night I discovered that this is what I need to be doing. And of course, I've grown since then, and I've grown since then, and now I'm 59 and a half, right? This is now like 40 plus years later. I'm now in my zone of genius, doing what I'm here to do because I stepped into over that comfort zone and the next comfort zone and the next comfort zone. And this is what I want for you. It is required now more than ever. I know I'm getting a little hoard. I'm getting hoard on you. It's required. After the year and a half that we've had, and we see that life is so precious, and we knew that already. There's no one here that doesn't already know that life is absolutely precious and tenuous and fragile. And then this thing happened. We had to all shut away from each other. I miss smiling at people. I miss people smiling at me. Sometimes wearing the mask and going out is great because I don't get recognized, and that's fun because I could dress all crazy. Nobody knows it's me. I could go outside looking like a ragamuffin. Nobody knows it's me. Taking off the mask, now they're going to know it's me. And that's okay too. And we now know how precious life is. We remember how precious it is. And we remember that living in our zone of genius, living the best version of ourselves is required and necessary if we're all going to figure this out, if we're all going to make this world a better place, if we're all going to live out loud and bring in what we need. I want you to bring in, call in, manifest in, allow in what you need in order to create that best version of your life. That's what this is all about. Again, if you want to buy a bunch of red bottom shoes, go ahead. And if you want to manifest the things that you will bring in that will then create a legacy for your community, your family, and the world, go ahead and get that too. Manifest all of it. And really, I really hope that you heard me say, allow it in. What I want you to understand, and I hope you get now, that the limiting beliefs stop the allowing. It can't get in, because if you believe what you believe, then it can't get in. Those of you who've heard me say this before, the universe, God, source, spirit, says, I sent her there to do something and she's not doing it. Come on. Where are all these beliefs coming from? I didn't tell you that. I did not tell you that. I told you you were great. I told you you were made in my image. I told you that abundance was yours. I told you that you could have anything you wanted. I told you that you had free will. Step up and do. Please will yourself to do the things that I put in you to do. Those passions, those desires, those ideas, placed in you because you're meant to be great. You're supposed to be great. And then here comes the good stuff. Like I told you, I'm in that zone now. I teach what I know. You're meant to share it with others. You're meant to be an example for others. And if you're up to that, then I know we're fine. I know that this crazy year and a half that we've just been through is not for naught. And yes, I said naught. It's not in vain. It's because we're all figuring it out. And the universe, God, source, the creator says, whew, thank you for figuring it out. Help me out. Help me out now. Help me help you. Help the world. Help me help you. Help the rest of the world. That's what this is all about. I can't wait to come back and read all the comments. I can't even keep up. Let me go back and share. Hold on just a second. I'm finally figuring out the technology. Mm, mm. Share the slide or share the screen? Screen is whispering. It goes over there. There we go. There we go. So here's what I call ahas and oh snaps. The ahas and the oh snaps and the insights. You can put them in your workbook. You can put them here in the chat. You can put them in the chat on Facebook. I know that Team Kim and the Radiant Coaches are there to support you. If I haven't explained the Radiant Coaches throughout this entire process, uh, all of us are going to be holding space for you. So any questions you have, any comments you have, we're going to be in there loving on you and cheering you on and celebrating you. You know, like what I didn't tell you is that when I was a baton twirler because I was on the cheering squad in high school, and I was a twirler. So I'm used to cheering people on. Come on, let's go. But with a giant stick in my hand. Come on, let's go. Tossing it up and not catching it most of the time because I didn't want to break a nail. Come on. Come on. Let me look at some of your comments. What are some of your oh snaps and ahas and oh wows or things that have opened up for you? Allow it in. All you have to do is allow it in. Guess what? I have so much to tell you. This is not hard. It's actually not hard. It sounds hard because we put up our dukes. We put up our limiting beliefs. We put up our like this is not going to work. We put up our doubts and our dukes. Oh, somebody please hashtag that for me. We put up our doubts and our dukes. Put up your dukes. We do it to ourselves and we make it hard for ourselves. I'm telling you, it is as easy as allowing it in. You can use the technique I showed you just now. Acknowledge it. I see you. I see what I'm doing here. When you hear yourself saying something that sounds ridiculous, I will never make it. That's ridiculous. So what? Who told you that? You told it to yourself. Acknowledge it like, oh, there I go again. There I go again, putting up my doubts and my dukes. Hashtag doubts and dukes. Put up your dukes. Why I oughta. All the movies. Right? You're doing it to yourself. What if you just go like, I'm just going to open my hands and just allow it in. It's so much easier. Or, oh. What happens is opportunities, resources, people show up in your life The road rises up to meet you because you're like, oh, well, what if I just allowed things in? God goes, thank you for opening your hands. Now I can put something in there. Now I can give you that grant that you said you wanted. Now I can send you a really nice boyfriend of sweetness who's going to support you. Now I can send you the family that you say you want that's going to make you so happy that you can't wait to wake up early Saturday mornings and make pancakes for, even though you'd rather get some rest. Whatever it is for you, allow. Doubts and dukes versus allowing it in. That's not even on the slide. You're welcome. What do you all say you want? Somebody said, preach. Yeah, I'm letting the divine come in. In case you all don't know what happens when I get in this space. And yeah, I know many of you know me as Sinclair. And yes, I'm still an actress and all those things. When I'm doing this kind of work, I'm allowing the divine come and talk to me through, or talk to you through me. And it's my joy. You have no idea. And I hope I don't start to cry. 2.5 months divorced and you feel drained, but you keep striving to get through it. You won't be bitter. Yeah, being bitter will then block the next person that's coming in. You're divorced and that person taught you some lessons. You learned what you learned. You experienced what you've experienced. And now you get to commit to a new relationship with better communication, or, better understanding, or whatever it is that needed to shift in you and in the person that's waiting for you. The boyfriend of sweetness, the boss, always says, you are an answered prayer. So, what if we lived our life as if we were an answered prayer for someone? And I don't mean in that egoic way where I'm going to show up because someone needs me. They need me. They need what I have. I have things. You need them. You may have them. I may bestow them upon you. Not like that. I mean, like somebody is praying for a new relationship with someone who has learned how to be a good communicator and be kind and loving and supportive. Someone's praying for you because you figured that out. Like, oh, I know what to do next time. Someone's praying for you to start your nonprofit. Someone's praying for you to build your business and finally open your brick and mortar that couldn't open, or maybe it closed during the pandemic. There are people looking in the window going, when they going to open up again? When is this cake and donut shop and shoe shop emporium going to open again? Somebody's waiting for you. What if we lived our life as if that was the case? I tell you, and I started out by sharing that picture of me, the day I walked out of the Great Pyramid. Now I went to my room, fluffed the faux locks and put on some lashes and some blue eyeliner because some reason I wanted to have blue eyeliner, blue like the Nile. I remember saying to myself, this is it. I can't fly back home and be the same. First of all, it was a comfort zone just climbing up inside that thing. It's no joke. Those of you, anybody's ever been, it's incredible. I am taking a trip again this year. We'll talk about it. I can't be the same. I'm going to act as if, we can add that as one of the A's. Remember, I gave you the two A's, the acknowledge and take action. The third one could be act as if. And I don't mean in a fake, fraudy, make believe way. I'm going to live as if I'm meant to be here and as if I'm meant to do good things, and as if other people are depending on me. Is this landing with you all? Yes. Oh, somebody said, I love, Irene says, I'm a great secret weapon for the right man. I like that. There's somebody who doesn't even understand how amazing their life will be as you as their woman. Yes. Oh my goodness. You put that out in the world. He'll be like, where is she? Where is she? Oh, wait a minute. I think that might be what I'm looking for. Miss Irene, could I take you on a date tonight? What? That attitude is fabulous. You're somebody's secret weapon. Somebody says they're crying. I missed that. That went by so fast. Tears here. Feel it in your heart. Act as if it is already done, Deborah Gilder, I believe. Act as if it's yours. It's yours for the taking. It's yours for the asking. It's yours for the allowing. Ooh, yeah, good stuff. Put your ahas and your oh snaps. I am going to just go back to my slide one more time. I think there's one more slide, and I'll share it with you right now that I know how to do it with all kinds of technological geniusness. Here we go. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to come back in 2 days for session 2. So there's a couple of things I want to share with you. Let me unshare because the slides are so pretty. I had to show them all. All right. Let me go back to me. Am I sharing me big, or what do you see there? What? It's just me. It's just me. Oh, I didn't even share the slide. Oh no, there it is. It's not. It's good. You all see me big and strong. All right. Oh, no problem if you're late. So if somebody said that they were late, no worries, because guess what? You're going to watch it from the very beginning, because the replay for this will be available until July 2nd. People are waiting for you, Pam. People are waiting for you. All kinds of people. Not only the mate of your dreams, the family of your dreams, the community of your dreams. Everything you want wants you back. And listen, if let's say you're like, oh, Kim Coles, what are you talking about? I don't know if I believe all this. Just try it. Like tomorrow, go into your day and act as if the world is waiting. How would you show up? How would you show up differently? And again, I'm not talking about ego. I'm not talking about walking to the room, I have arrived. I'm talking about stepping into yourself saying, I'm going to arrive all up inside of all this goodness. And I'm just going to allow opportunities to show up, people to show up to help me move to the next step, move past my comfort zone, move in the space I'm supposed to be. How's that feel? People are waiting for you. And in fact, in the chat, if you feel like the world is waiting for you, put that in the chat. The world is waiting for me to be the best version of myself. Put that in the chat. The world is waiting for me to be the best version of myself. Time for you to have a boss. You right, Lorraine. There is somebody really bossy out there for you. A boyfriend of sweetness. Gentlemen here, perhaps you're waiting for a woman of sweetness, a was. And if you maybe listen, what's never, love is love. So maybe you're a woman looking for another woman, a man looking for another man, a binary, non-binary, all the binaries, all the non, all the things. Love is waiting for you. I don't want to offend. All right, very good. So here's the good news. I've got some good news flying in. Number one, thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you, and I'm grateful to the Most High for allowing me to come and spend time with you in this way. Thing number two, we maxed out the webinar session, and so we're gonna add more time or more people. We're gonna be able to stretch out. I'm gonna allow. So here's the deal. What you should know: we created a container for this. We created all the things behind the scenes, and then y'all blew it up. So we need to blow it up and make it bigger. I'm going to allow for this to become bigger and more rich and more amazing for you. Come back to session 2, and those of you who are already in it, yeah, those of you who are already in it know that on Tuesday we do this all over again. All right, so I'm going to ask you if you'd like to be coached. I love coaching people. Yes, the world is waiting for you to be the best version of yourself. Good. Who would like to come on live with me and be coached live? While you do that, I'm going to put more lip gloss on it because I want to be cute for you. Here. You have to be in the webinar room in order for that to happen. And don't worry, we're going to expand this. The boss just told me that for session 2, we got to make this bigger because y'all said y'all want this, and hallelujah. By the way, don't forget, Instagram fam, you're getting a dose of it. I want you to get the whole thing. So go to manifestmemap.com, and it's the first link in my bio. It's really easy. You apply, you fill out all the information, and then you'll be in the group in no time. All right, let's read down here. I'm going to take a sip of water. So grateful. Now, remember, if you come on live and you're coached, not only will everyone in the webinar see it, not only will everyone in all the places that we're sharing this, and so let me look at some names here. Hold, please. The world is waiting. Can there be small groups? You know what? That's a good question. We'll get back to you on that because, say what now? We're going to talk to the team because I do like the idea of small groups, and there's a way that I do what we call choreographies in groups to get people into smaller groups. So we'll see if we can make that happen. It won't happen today. Let's see. Let me go through. All right. I'm going to Summers Wilcox. Summers Wilcox. Now, how do I guess I could promote. Yes. How do I invite her? I'll just say you. Summer Wilcox, you will be the one. And how do I now? Do I click on Summer's name? Yeah, go on in there. Technology. I don't know, so weird. Oh, I have to find her inside the participants. Oh, that's gonna be really. Yeesh. Oh, okay. Mm. Summers. Hold please. I'm looking for you now. I gotta figure out how to do this. Ooh. Oh. 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 All right, Summers. Hold on just a second. It's coming. Do you invite people by email? No. Because if I send the link to everybody, then everybody gets it. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. Hang on just a second. There's the chat. Give me a moment. This is not working out well. Well, I can invite people. Maybe the team is working on it right now. I can copy the link. The link is copied. However, I think everyone's going to see this, and I just command what? You were on camera just a second, just the top of your head, but it's a nice looking head. Everybody, that's the boyfriend of sweetness. And we're trying to make it happen for Summer and maybe someone else too. Oh, wow. This is fun. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. It SOM, I think two M's. Oh, should pop up. Here we go. SOMM. Summer's Wilcox. Ding, 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 ding. It's about to happen. Summer, here you come. Okay. Now what? She's been notified. This is so funny. Is Instagram still on? Mm-hmm. You are all on Instagram. You are. Summers Wilcox. So she's been invited. I'm assuming it's a she. It may not be a she. It could be anyone or anything, or they, or them. She, he. Oh my goodness. So here's the deal. We prepared all of this for you, but we couldn't be prepared for as many of you that showed up when we tested this. There were just 10 of us in the room, and it was easy to pick. No, don't delete the message. Okay. Hi, Instagram. Have a good time with all this. You're loving this? What happened? Who won? Summers Wilcox. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I don't know if you have to enable your camera, and you may choose not to, and that's okay too. You have to enable your camera. Here we go. We're gonna see.
Did I not?
Here we go.
I see myself.
There you are. Thank you for your patience.
No problem.
What question do you have? How can I help you?
Well, I have been looking at and filled out the workbook and I have been following along all of the session. And so my question is, how do you move from that state of insecurity to like I know that odd snap moment? And I even felt like that when you getting on here tonight, I experienced it. Let me just say that was a moment for me. This is.
Mm-hmm.
And so now my thing is, after this is over and I'm in my everyday life, how do I charge it? How do I start it? How do I
Yes,
keep it going?
I got you. This is a great question. Thank you so much. So it's how do you keep it charged? How do you keep it going? The thing is that Summers, in my opinion, that's the work. It takes practice. It takes constant renewal of your mind, of your spirit. Over the next few days, I'm going to be giving even more tips and more techniques on how to do this. I'm going to say to you, though, when have you felt amazing in your life? Something that happened that you were like, I got it. I feel good. I'm all right. Summer Wilcox is doing big things. You've had those moments in your life. You want to share one with us?
Um, I think when I stepped out during the pandemic and applied for a new job, I needed a change in my life.
Hmm.
And I went to Florida and stayed with my brother, and I applied for two jobs. One was in Georgia, the Atlanta area, and one was in Fort Lauderdale where my brother lived.
Hmm.
And both of the jobs wanted me, and it was awesome. That was an awesome experience because I had lost confidence in just my art of teaching.
Oh.
I lost it somewhere, and I was feeling like it wasn't for me anymore. All right. And
Hmm.
so going through the interview process and being able to choose
Mm.
where I wanted to go, not being told or not feeling stuck. And that was like during the pandemic, which like to me was saying, girl, God got you, the ancestors got you. And I keep saying, asking that prayer, like, are you guiding me? Should I trust my gut? Am I doing the right thing? And each time the universe shows me, okay, you doing it, but I lose it somewhere in day-to-day life.
Yeah. Well, so first of all, let me celebrate you and congratulate you that in arguably the most challenging time in our lifetimes, let's hope that it doesn't get any worse than that, right? We lived through and we're living through and we're thriving through an extremely difficult time. Like lots of stuff happened during this time. We could list all the things that there were people losing their job left and right, and you allowed in too. That all you had to do is go, do I want that one or do I want that one? I don't know. Do I want that one or do I want that one? I love to teach. Did you say you're a teacher?
Yes, ma'am.
Which, by the way, I think teachers are angels. I come from a family of teachers. My mother's a teacher, so all respect to you. You
To
had a
all
chance
of
to
us,
pick
it's the
from the
sisterhood in the
abundance.
blood.
Yes. It's so divine that you had what people said could not be done. What the rest of us were experiencing, things shut down. You had two school districts saying, "Please come work with us." Well, I want her too. Well, I want her. Well, I want her too. What I want you to do is to remember the feeling that you had when you applied. Remember the feeling that you had while you were waiting. Remember the feeling that you had when you got the invitation from both of them. One came in, it was like, yes, we want you. And let me ask you this: how much time in between the first one saying yes that the second yes came in?
Not long at all.
Okay.
It may have
Like,
been within 2 weeks.
so here's one. You're like, oh, that's nice. I'm going to go work for them people. Or, oh, wait a minute. Y'all too? I want you to bathe in that feeling all the time and cause yourself to do it. I'm talking about meditate or prayer or pray or write in your journal how you were feeling that time and step into that feeling every single day on everything in your life. That universe and God and spirit and the ancestors absolutely are holding your back, are absolutely right there. Talk to them every single day. There's a book, and wish I could remember. I think it's called "Hiring the Heavens." You have a team of your ancestors and the God of your understanding and all the everything saying, "Please, we need Summer to win because she's going to help these young minds um, get it right and get the knowledge that they need to grow up and be amazing human beings." Why wouldn't you be sent all the opportunities? And so I say to you, remember that feeling. Remember the feeling of being wanted. Remember the feeling of even applying and going for it in the worst time, that you had enough faith to go, I'm going to go for this. This letter comes in. We want you. This letter comes in. And then you had to choose. Like, imagine if the rest of your life was opportunities are going to come to you, and the Most difficult part will be, what do I choose? Oh, I don't know what to choose. Do I choose the red blue pill or the blue pill? I don't, I don't know do I choose this school or this school? I don't know. I think that you have a life that is filled with opportunities to choose. And the first choice is choosing yourself. The first
Oh,
choice
that
is
makes so
choosing
much
to
sense.
just have the faith, and then let the opportunities come your way. Yes, no, no, no. Yes, no. You, no. Off with your head. I mean, whatever. I'm being funny. But do you know what I'm saying, Miss Summer? You
Yes.
have the best of the best. You have, and I mean, whenever I coach one here, just know that the coaching is meant for everybody. I bet if I went and looked at the chat right now, there are people who would say, wow, I would know what to do with the feeling of having some abundance show up. Everyone here has had that. What you do is you just wear that as if that's your new outfit. That was abundance. You manifested that and brought that into you. Not to mention you've done the work. You must be very good at what you do for two school districts in the pandemic to go, we need some new teachers when they were letting people go,
Right.
right? People were getting left behind. They're like, oh no, we need to get some good people in here, please. And so, if the answer to your question is to acknowledge and act anyway, and act as if abundance is your birthright because it is. And just every time you get off, just get back in alignment with that. It's all about the other A, which is alignment, alignment with the truth that it's meant to be. It's meant to be good. And there will be naysayers or challenges or things happen, like last night while trying to clean off the bookshelf and put things in books, I bent my nail back so far that underneath the nail started to bleed. It started to bleed. Like it's like, oh, I won't be taking off that nail polish for a while. Just let it do what it do. Like things, I can't go on tomorrow. My finger is bleeding. No. Or I allow goodness to come in. Nothing can stop you. And so try that on for size. Anytime something comes up that feels like it's a block, you just go, I'm not going to put up my doubts and my dukes. I'm going to
That's
allow.
right.
Try that on and see how
Allow.
that feels. And the
Thank
good
you.
news is that we're together for 2 weeks. So you're going to come and let me know how you're doing. Put it in the Facebook
I
group and let me
am.
know
I'm
how
going
you do.
to choose to walk in abundance. I am.
Choose to walk in abundance. And look for it all around you. That's why I bring up my little crazy lemon tree. It's like whenever I'm feeling out of sorts, I go, yeah, but that lemon tree still be dropping them lemon bombs in the middle of the night on the roof and right by my. No matter what, I can't even stop it from happening unless I cut the tree down. And in fact, I talked to the gardener. I said, "Can you cut back some?" He said, "Oh, Miss, the lemons are going to grow even bigger." I was like, "No, leave the tree like right where it is. I'm blocking my own blessings." Don't block the blessings, sis. They're there for you so much more. And I can't wait to see how many young souls, how many minds you're going to influence and motivate, and what great humans will grow because you were their teacher.
That is that's the joy of teaching.
That's it. My mother is 91 and to this day gets messages from students who said, Miss Coles, thank you so much. You helped me so much in the 6th grade. She's 91. That means that they're old too.
They're
Keep
right.
doing you. Keep doing you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you for being so gracious to share yourself with all of us
Thank you
tonight.
for having
Thank you.
me.
And come in the group and let us know how you have stepped into abundance over the next few days.
I will.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sis. Appreciate you. Yes. All right. I don't know how to I'm just gonna go back to the chat. How do I close her out and invite the next person? I've got time for someone else. Okay. Oh, that worked. Kind of worked. This is so exciting. All right, I'm going to take one more person. I got to go back. No.
No, we have to
What do we have to do?
uninvite
We have to uninvite
her.
her?
Yeah.
Oh, Summers, I would like to apologize in advance. We have to uninvite you, but it has nothing to do with you. It's not.
Okay.
Maybe just invite people. Okay. I told you all that you would get to experience the behind the scenes of me uh, um, filming this thing live. I don't know what to do. If we X this out, would that be a
Yeah,
problem?
click it. No,
No,
not that X.
not that X. Oh, now I
Click
got to
it.
get it back. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if Summer could click X,
You know,
please.
Summer, if you could click at, there's an X somewhere on your screen. If you could click that out, then I'll be able to let the next person on. Summers Wilcox. That's a good name. All right. I think we're losing people. I tell you what I can do though. What I
If I
can do,
leave,
huh?
No, don't.
What now?
I don't see an X there.
I don't see an X there either. I see a refresh.
Oh, you can't refresh.
Oh, because that's the reconnect. Oh no. Oh gosh, no. Okay. So what we're gonna do is maybe if I invite another person, or maybe that would be a third person. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Jump over to Facebook.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. As a comedian, one of the things I learned to do as a comedian was improv. Improvisation, which means they throw things at you and you throw them back. They throw things at you and you go, what am I going to do with this? Oh, I'm going to figure this out. So, what I'm going to do is, I know you'd love to be next. I want you all to be next, but what we're going to do is we're going to take this over to the Facebook group. So, those of you who are already in Manifest Me Map beta group on Facebook, I'm going to go live in the group. You won't be, oh,
Oh, it's a second.
okay, she's gone. I'm gonna stay here for one more second. Who? Maybe the team did that behind the scenes, and if you did, I so appreciate you. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate you. So, who would like to go next? Let me read some names. Let me read some names. I'll take one more person, and I'll let you all go and have the rest of your evening. So, okay, good. So we're gonna go just a few more minutes. How about Delicia? Is it Delicia or Delicia? Let me click on her name. Oh God! And then it went away. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It doesn't. It does. It kind of. It kind of. All right. Let me see if I go to participant and then just go search. Yes, her. Delicia, get ready, or Delicia, get ready. I'm coming for you.
Oh,
It's Command F. Oh, okay. I want to thank Team Kim. I want to thank the boyfriend of sweetness. You're on camera. Okay, no, the DELI, perhaps. I should go to the top.
E.
Was it I or Y?
I think it's
I think it was Y.
right here.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. I'm invited.
And you've been invited, and then you're going to tell me how to say your name. Is it Delicia or Delicia or Delicia Castle? Come on down. Wow, this is so much fun. Come on down. I think she's coming any moment now. Oh, Delicia Castle. How do you say your name?
Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Can you see me?
Can't see you yet.
It says starting. It's Delicia.
Delicia, hello, my dear. Hello, welcome. Thank you for stepping down and thank you for your patience while we figure out our technology,
I'm figuring it out too.
right? How can I be of service to you, madam?
Um, I'm a student and a mom. So I'm always like, I don't really have time. And I'm not sociable, I'm not confident. So I've always wanted to do a mommy blog, but I'm 23. Like, do you want to hear tips from a mom that's 23? So it's kind of like I'm a stepmom too. So a stepmom, I'm pregnant, and I have this guy. So
Okay.
it's like, how do you get that confidence to say, I can do this? Even if I don't have that many followers right now, I can do this.
Okay. So I want to congratulate you and celebrate you for stepping forward. And let's step into this. So first of all, why do you want to start a mommy blog?
Because I feel like I kind of have a unique perspective, but at the same time, I have different perspective as a C-section mom, as a stepmom, as a student and mom, as a stay-at-home mom. I have a lot of different perspectives to give advice, and a new perspective being a young mom.
So I'm going to show you something you just did that was brilliant. It was amazing. And I want everybody to pay attention. You just did it. It was so good. You put up your doubts and your dukes when you said, well, I'm 23 and who wants to hear from me? And then you listed a bunch of things that make you unique and an expert and amazing that probably not very many people in the world have. And why wouldn't they want to hear from you? So you're young, you're a student, you have one right there, you have one on the way, and you're a stepmom, and you're a C-section mom. You have all these experiences that will relate to so many people who are here right now. Any one of those things would relate to many of the maybe there's somebody who here who had their first child at 23 and they know what that's like, and they know what it's like to be in school and to have a toddler and he looks like he is awfully cute. You have so many experiences that you can share from, so many points of view, that it's absolutely brilliant, and you will stand out because you are so unique, because you have so many perspectives. It's not just one, it's several different ways. And all of those things make up the melange and the beauty that is you. Absolutely, you are the one to do that. And the thing is the way you find the time is you're going to allow the passion that I saw in your eyes when I said, why do you want to do this? You start out by saying, I'm 23 and who wants to hear from me and I don't have time. I said, well, why do you want to do it? Well, because I'm a stepmom and I have a da-da-da. I was like, keep that energy. You have the answer already. You're going to be doing it for all the other people that will be helped. You're going to be doing it for all the young women who are like, I can't do all of this. You didn't say you dropped out of school. You said you are a student right now. And you have a baby on the way right now. And you're a stepmom. How old is your step baby?
He just turned 11.
And you have an 11-year-old right now. And we hear the toys playing in the background right now, that even as you are pouring into yourself this evening, you're making sure that the current baby is getting handled and loved on and occupied at the same time. You are the perfect woman to talk to the rest of the world about it. You're the perfect person to talk to about it. So those of us who never had children can say, oh, I'd like to support her, because that must not be an easy thing to do. I'm going to, when you call for donations on your blog, or when you sell your t-shirts and your books and your how-tos, I'm going like, let me buy some stuff from her and support her, even though that's not my life. There's no way that you won't succeed with this. And the way you find the time is you keep in focus and in your heart and in your mind all the time, all the other people that you're going to help with this. You're not even doing it for you, you're doing it for them. And and I know that we've seen blogs become lifestyle brands. I know someone, are you familiar with Lovey, I always forget how to pronounce Lovey Ajayi. Her brand is awesome, awesomely Lovey. And she's the one that has several
I've seen a
books.
lot of mommy brands.
Right. Right. And she, her first book is called I'm Judging You, or We Got to Do Better, or something like that. She started a blog. And now she has an international brand. She speaks on TED stages. She hosts shows. She has her second New York Times best-selling book coming out. Started from a blog, her point of view, her musings on how to figure life out. And when you put that baby down for a nap, write a little bit. And when you're on your way home from school, or when, I don't know if you're online or whatever you're doing, take the time, make the time. I heard something one time, Miss Delicia, that, and this is going to be a little out there, but go with me. That time is not this thing that's way out there. We are what time is made of. Like, time lives within us. We get to control it. It's part of the universe. It's part of your magic. You create time by being so called forth to your passion, so called forth to your dream, that the dukes don't even have a chance to get put up. It's like only the people that you're going to serve, the people that you're going to have, and the legacy that you will live and leave is what will pull you forth. And so you'll start finding little pockets of time like, oh, the baby's taking a nap. Let me sit down and do a little bit writing here.
Mhm.
Like time will just show up for you in ways that you didn't think before. Or the next time you go get your hair done, sit in the chair and write. You know what I mean? There are um, get the step kid to babysit the little one.
Mhm.
Put them in a room. Y'all play together. Family play. Because mommy and stepmommy needs to do a little writing. Record how they relate to each other. What a beautiful difference, age difference. And, you have a blended family now. You could talk about blended families and being successful. There's no way that it won't work because it's unique and it's gorgeous. And so are you.
Thank you.
So, would you be willing to? So, I'll just ask you, I'm going to give you a challenge. Would you be willing to do this for yourself and for all the other young ladies who are just like you, who are just trying to figure it out?
Yes.
Just, try that on for size. And guess what? You don't have to be more sociable than you already are. You're going to be writing and putting it out there and getting feedback. And then you can decide if you want to become more sociable. You can decide if you want to do video. You can decide if you want to do all those things. For right now, being a writer is perfect for you because you're being sociable by sharing your words, your thoughts, your dreams, your ideas, how you're figuring it out. Someone needs you. And I want you to be someone's answered prayer. And I don't say that to put pressure on you. I'm saying that to call you forth into the destiny that's meant for you. How does that feel?
Like a lot.
Like a lot. Okay. So let's chunk it down. Um, Tell me one thing that you know, because I don't want it to be a lot. I mean, a lot can be good, but does it seem overwhelming for you right now?
I think just because, well, I started a blog, but it's just like I have more followers on my personal page than my mom page. I don't being 23, I don't know a lot of moms, a lot of married moms. So I think just getting my name out there is a lot. Trying to talk to people.
Yeah. Let me say this. What if we remove the fact that you're 23? Like we know you're 23, you know you're 23. Other people don't have to know you're 23. Remove that. Let that be the thing that they find out later on. So, try this on. Here's a young woman with a personal page that's, doing what it's doing. Here's a mommy page that's not doing what you'd like it to do. Share on your regular page what you're working on, but don't lead from the experience of being 23. Save that for later. Let that be your surprise. So I'm going to make it up. You see what you think of this. My name is Delicia Castle, and I have a toddler, and I'm a student, and I'm pregnant, and I have an 11-year-old stepchild, and I work really, I make it happen to blend all the families, to blend, being a wife, being a mother, being a stepmom, and being a mother to be while still getting my education. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm 23. Who wouldn't like don't lead with 23, because that if that's the place that makes you feel not confident. Hi sweetie, how are you? Then don't lead with, oh, I'm 23. Lead with all the other things that you feel confident about, and then people will accept you and celebrate you for being 23 and getting all that accomplished. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's a lot, but remember one thing. Maybe for you, the one thing is to think about the one lady that you will help who's going through a similar situation. She has one of the versions of things that you talked about. She's just become a stepmom. How can you help her? She's a student and she's pregnant. How can you help her? She has a toddler at home and she's going to school. How can you help her? Just think about helping one person. And maybe it doesn't have, maybe it's also overwhelming. And I want you just to take the 23 piece of it and put it on the side for now. Because here's the thing, this is my divine hit that I'm getting. The thing that you think is your detriment, the thing that you think is like the hardest part of all, the biggest obstacle, is actually going to be the thing that makes people sign in and want to hang out with you, because you're mastering life, and you're only 23. At 23, I was a hot mess. I didn't know I probably dropped in 4 or 5 more times, dropped in and out of school 4 or 5 more times by the time I turned 23. I didn't have myself together to have a home and do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, I'm impressed with you and I'm 59. Don't discount that. Don't, in my opinion, don't don't think that that's your weakest point. It might be one of your strongest points. And as I said, just be willing to look at it, willing to allow that maybe that's one of your strong suits. And if you don't feel comfortable leading with it, leave it back here. I do all these things. I do all these things, and I'm blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, I'm 23. Oh my goodness, who wouldn't like? I, I will sit at your feet. And the thing that I think is happening today, Delicia, that I think I want you to tap into is that my generation, not all of us look down on 23-year-olds. You have a wisdom that I don't have. There's things that you know that I don't know because you came up in a different time. I'm still trying to figure out technology. If you were here with me, you would have been like, Kim Coles, do this, do that. You got it. I need a 23-year-old in my life. You think that it's your weakest point, and I don't think it is. It might very well be your strongest point. And I just want you to take that on, try that on for size, and see if it could be a possibility. And if it isn't, you'll slide that to the side and you'll figure out a new way to look at it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I think I've overwhelmed you. I hope I haven't
Oh,
overwhelmed you.
no, I appreciate it.
I just see all the possibilities.
Yes.
And I want you to hang in with us throughout the whole 6-day period, 6-session period, I should say. This is session 1 of like 6, y'all. And just see if something else pops for you during this time. I'm so grateful that you were able to show up, even though you have all these things going on. The fact that you allotted this time to pour into yourself speaks volumes about the type of woman that you are, and why someone like me would want to sit at your feet and learn anything you had to teach me. I promise you that.
Thank you. I've invited my twin as well, so might see her too.
Oh, good. 2 of you. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Stay the course. You got this. Goodbye, little man. All right. I will say farewell for now to Delicia. And what I'm going to do is I've spent a lot of time with you all here tonight. I'm going to give you your evening. I want to give you time to chew on all of this that we did. Delicia, if you could just clock out of this. I don't know how to do this. What I'm going to ask you to do is to go to the Facebook group and put your ahas and your snaps and your insights and what popped for you. And if you have questions, we've got Team Kim, Radiant Tech Team, the Radiant Coaches, and the Boyfriend of Sweetness all here holding space for all of you to go through this experience and to have a good time. I know that we maxed this out, but we're going to fix it for the next time and invite and just have, I'm allowing in even more. I want to allow in even more to share this. I'm going to say farewell to the Instagram. For those of you who hung in, thank you. I couldn't, address you a whole lot because I got a whole lot going on. But the way you can get addressed is come on in this room. Go to manifestmemap.com, and everyone share this with others. If this was helpful for you, if it was a little bit of fun, if you had a little bit of aha, if you want to spend 2 weeks with Kim Coles, then you're welcome to go to manifestmemap.com. There will be prizes. And there will be so many other experiences along the way for us to have together as we radiate our best selves out into the world and manifest you, the best version of you. Thank you so much. Good night to Instagram. We'll say goodbye, Instagram. Goodbye. Whew. And to all of you here with me live on the YouTube and on the Facebook and on the other Facebook and the other Facebook. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to shut this down, take off the lashes, and read some of your comments. Thank you all so much. What now? Don't forget to go to the Facebook group and post your ahas and your oh snaps. Your ahas and your oh snaps. Again, you know what an aha is like. Aha. Oh, snap. And your insights. That was the sound effects. Your ahas and the oh snaps. I never looked at it that way. And let me know what resonated with you, because we will be reading your comments. I will be reading your comments. I got a day of rest before I come back with you again on Thursday, same time, same place. Any questions, let us know. Go to the workbook. The workbook's there for you. Fill it out. It's yours to keep, as is this, until July 2nd. This has been my honor, my pleasure, my delight. And I'll see y'all on Thursday live and in the Facebook group tonight or tomorrow. All right, everybody. Take good care.